Well, an individual suffered injuries in a police shooting today when attempts were made to break up a scuffle that was reported in the Passara area. Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohana notes that 3 police officers sustained injuries in the scuffle. The victim, who suffered injuries due to the police shooting, has been hospitalized. The police media spokesperson noted that the incident took place when 2 groups clashed following an event in the area. The police had fired into the air to break up the fight. Now, according to the police, the special task force has been deployed in the Mahiyangane area to beef up security in the Badulla district ahead of the Uva Provincial Council polls. Newsfirst Uva Elections Bureau correspondent Ashin Tharaka said that security was beefed up based on request extended by the Elections Commissioner.
We have
not received any reports of violence related to the Uva Provincial Council election following the submitting of nominations. However, posters and cutouts of candidates contesting from the Badulla district were seen in the Badulla town and surrounding areas. These posters were taken down by the police and employees of the urban council today. According to the police, security has been beefed up in the Badulla district. They also noted that the special task force will be on duty in the Mahiyangani area until the conclusion of the Uva Provincial Council elections as per a request from the Elections Commissioner. The police said that this measure was taken amidst the controversy involving a parliamentarian obstructing the duties of a deputy Elections Commissioner.
It's time now for our special segment Before the Ballot.
This is the paddy land located in the Gevalata village in Pagaragamana, located in close proximity to Mahiyangana. A majority of the area residents depend on farming to earn living. However, their livelihoods are now at risk due to the country's threat posed by wild elephants. We wake up each day to see elephants on our doorstep. We can't even open our doors in the night because we are scared. If we store our paddy, they break open the windows and they eat it.
They ate about 3 bushels of paddy. We only received 2,500 for our harvest. The government is not aware about this. We want these elephants to be chased away from this area.
Area residents charged that they have informed local politicians as well as wildlife officials about their plight, but no steps have been taken to aid them.
When we call the wildlife officials, they ask us to call them if there are elephants. The elephants come to our paddy lands in the night. By the time we call them and they get here, our farmlands are completely destroyed. When we tell this issue to local politicians, they say that the elephants have been chased away. However, elephants continue to cross the roads and enter our paddy lands. We call on the officials to humbly relocate these elephants.
On that note, let's now head in for the battle for Uva.
The GCE A-level examinations are underway. Candidates were advised not to hold vehicular processions, not to light firecrackers, not to chant slogans and engage in any activity that would disrupt an A-level student, and that if these laws were violated, legal action would be taken against them. Now 18 vehicular processions have taken place amidst police security. There is no law. This is how the elections commissioners, who are dressed neatly in white, show their concern about the future of students.
We are not worried about anything because we are aware of everything that we did. We knew we could accomplish what we said we would. You can lie once, you can lie twice, but the third time you will be chased away. And this will happen soon.
Our ministers can be happy, not because they built bungalows, but because they did something for the country. Our ministers are creative and powerful. This is why development reached the villages.
Our country has come to a point where many parents stay in hunger to feed their children. The so-called powerful political parties and politicians never sought solutions for the people's issues. They only make promises to you during the election period.
The ministers love us. However, when we ask for something, there are instances on which it does not happen. The number of people requesting for electricity and roads have decreased. They mostly come to us with applications.
A number of development projects are taking place centered around the historic city of Kandy. Tonight, we take a look at the Gannorwa landscaping project.
An estimated cost of 60 million rupees will be spent on the project, which is being spearheaded by the UDA under the guidance of the Ministry of Defence and Urban Development. The 10-acre plot of land that is being developed for this project is situated in between the Mahavali River and the Peradeniya Gannorwa main road. Construction work has also begun on a new complex which will serve as a location for tourists to relax and grab a bite to eat. It also will consist of jogging paths and exercise areas for residents and visitors. Construction work on the project in Gannorwa is due to be completed by the 30th of June next year.
The lives of area residents of the Agalavatta village are due to a risk due to a landslide that occurred in the Bopath-Alla reserve in the Kuruvita area.
Over the past year, a large boulder located in a forest reserve bordering the Kirigala estate in the Bopath-Alla area has been facing a risk of landslides. The most recent landslide in the area was reported on the 4th of this month. The lives of nearly 50 families in the Agalavatta village, which is situated below the reserve, has been put at risk as a result of this. The risk has increased exponentially due to the heavy rains experienced in the area. At times of distress such as this, the villagers seek refuge at the Sri Bopath Samadhi Dharmayatanaya. We live amidst fear when it rains at night. We request the officials to provide us with an alternative place to live. We live in fear. That is why we ask the officials to provide us with an alternative place to live.
Our lives are put at risk when a rock slide occurred nearly 11 months ago. Through the divisional secretary, we informed about the imminent danger to the district secretary, the disaster management center as well as the NBRO. The NBRO inspected the area and submitted their report. However, no action has been taken in connection to this as yet.
Well, on a lighter note, the 4th Randoli Perahara of the Sacred Temple of the Tooth Valley commenced at the auspicious time of 6:57 p.m. today.
The 4th Vandoli Perahara is one of the biggest Buddhist festivals in Sri Lanka. The Asala festival will conclude with the traditional water cutting ceremony, which will be held in the Mahavali River at the Gatambe Totupola on the 11th of August. The historic Asala Perahara, a tradition being carried from the eras of kings, attracts thousands of devotees, pilgrims and foreign visitors to the hill capital of Kandy, and it is a major tourist attraction. It is held annually in honor of the sacred tooth relic of Lord Buddha enshrined at the Temple of Tooth in Kandy.